I think he killed LOD about, if memory serves, 1,700 times in the same game. I think that was the number. It was about 10, but LOD had an absolutely miserable Sivir game.
On the contrary to what we usually see.
He missed the
the cocoon misses as well. That's going to be Chaser able to use the brush if he gets himself back and forth to deny damage. The repel goes down. He looks to get himself again. Flashes from over the wall.
Now KEANE's stuck.
And he's good to go. Looks like his special will get himself out. Chaser slowly coming back through the bottom of the team. LOD getting through invisibly, but he's not getting himself to a good spot. XPECIAL throws down the gray health. Should stay alive. Sneaky with a few more shots behind the turret. They can't do much. A great exhaust coming out as well. Flashes forward. They could be able to work on that later, but now C9 is left to scurry out of here. Teleport from SMOOTHIE. It's late, but is it just in time for the low health bars of Cloud9? SMOOTHIE with a lockdown. Next one on to CONTRACTZ. That's the last repel he'll be using before he goes down. Trade of buffs once again over to KEANE, as he's looking good in the mid lane now.
10 players bot lane, 4 minutes into the game. CONTRACTZ is on a ward.
Both teams.
Oh no.
Same thing. Cocoon hits SMOOTHIE. He's still going to be able to lock down CONTRACTZ. An instant explosion as CONTRACTZ basically just got back onto the map. Ray gets locked in. He's got an assist from the last fight, but now he goes down. A long walk back to top lane. His teleport is also down. So those control wards coming into play for C9.
They might just brute force dive this.
Yeah, as top wave once again. They know Ray does not have much. He came back with a longsword on the last buy, so he'll take the full damage and go down to that first dragon in the early game. Quite low on that as well. Trade over to SMOOTHIE. That was close.
Yeah, 7 health.
As I say that, you see SMOOTHIE. He just littered the top
There's
side.
a ward.
They're going. He gets Chaser. Gonna be the Devoured. Forgot about the Kench. He has been unbenched. Now a teleport coming in. SMOOTHIE's already here. I blinked, looked topside to see if SMOOTHIE still had teleport, and that was CONTRACTZ going down. XPECIAL with the gray health to bait in something else, but he baits himself in. Goes down on that one, and the entirety of DIGNITAS pulls back in a 1-for-1. Calm down. No ganks coming in here, but like I said, C9 going to that bottom side, continuously pulling DIGNITAS there so they can get this engaged.
Yeah, and this could be big. Second Infernal Drake up. Now Team DIGNITAS pulls the trigger because Ray can't match. C9 has to run.
Just missing the anchor. Chaser decides to go in off the ultimate. He gets hit, devoured up by XPECIAL. Shockwave brings them both back in and Ray's into the fight by himself now as he makes it over. And it looks like he may go down. He did not get LOD, so LOD's able to deal the DPS from the side. SMOOTHIE very low as well. Gets out with a sliver of health. But the soldiers move forward by KEANE as he grabs himself a kill. Ray falls as well as he went too deep. And it looks like the two members sneaking in CONTRACTZ limping around as JENSEN
they want to dive.
to play babysitter, trying to protect all of them. And he may not be able to do it. They go for JENSEN first. Take the shields out of the fight and find the rest of the members. C9 with an ace. Or I should say, Dig gets it. I was going to say it's clean, but Chaser did fall. That aspects. A little bit of a pinpoint over near the Baron pit here. 21 minutes in, DIGNITAS look to make another engaged shock.
Big shockwave!
3 members. That gray health is basically everything. SMOOTHIE to the backside as KEANE again shoves the soldiers forward and dices Cloud9 down. CONTRACTZ the next one to go here. SMOOTHIE continues to tank the flash forward as he picks up the kill for himself. They will go down as they went a little deep here.
Boy.
And SMOOTHIE won't be able to get that last shield down tight to the depth. Falls. And Ray now trying to pick up some kills. What is this from DIGNITAS? They have given the game back over to C9 in a sense. 4 or 5 members. There were 10 at one point. We're going to go again. SMOOTHIE pulls the trigger here to the mid lane. Oh, the minion in front. They do get the flash, though. Sneaky has blown that. Relentless Pursuit will be one of his only escapes for the next fight.
C9 was facing a massive deficit, as has been not necessarily customary, but we've seen small and medium-sized deficits that Cloud9 have been able to fight back from on multiple occasions. Oh, dear.
Oh, sewer skewers! Slot comes up with the kill onto Sneaky. Very nicely done. It looks like C9 is right on the heels. Shockwave, double, almost deja vu, but
SMOOTHIE's behind. We've seen this before.
He's just rolling on through. Remember, they do have the Sun Disc there as well. If turret shots tag on, Ray could go down, gets himself bumped out by Emperor's Divide. He's going to be the focus, though, even with Command Protect. He goes down to the soldiers as the Sands divide C9, trying to get into the jungle. Summoners are still up for both teams. Pretty crazy fight can still happen. LOD is just kind of walking into the fire right now. Figured the team would be a bit more behind him and popped out. 3 deaths now on the side of DIGNITAS.
Oh my goodness, that is a dangerous corridor for Team DIGNITAS to keep fighting in, but this one's gonna keep going for a bit more.
This game has seemed to work out a little more in their favor, but how is Ray getting out of a pretty sticky situation? A lot of crowd control in the 2v1 situation for himself. Flag and drag. The anchor toss to be up. And the flash. Sometimes you have to.
Yeah, and you can see he has built much more defensively than we were used to seeing when he was super fed.
And Dignitas, power in numbers. They waited for C9's wards to be in, C9 to leave, and Dignitas by the book goes back.
They're rushing it.
Jockeying now for
He stole it!
Oh, how did he do? The Emperor's Divide pushes him out, but in the last moment, gets the smite down, and the fight ensues. Smoothie goes in, gets the Death Grasp down, but he's gonna have to back out of this one. That's Ray going down. The team has to assess now. Can we get onto SMOOTHIE? Yes, we can. Dissonance over to him. That's gonna be Chaser going down as well. And it looks like they're gonna be able to continue on this fight. One more falls. That's going to be XPECIAL as KEANE and LOD get themselves to safety, but Baron to C9. Although crazy, that's what we expect from Ray. It's going to be a crazy engage.
Exactly, and he has recovered. He's a very bruisery Jarvan, but still packs a decent punch that when combined with an Orianna can burst out pretty much anyone. Ooh, sneaky, very good start on the side of that fight.
Nobody should be taking damage like that if the fight's not going to go all the way, and it looks like Ray takes the first flag and drag in. CONTRACTZ also getting quite hurt as the team resets 5. Ray gets hooked in. Heal coming in from Sneaky and JENSEN, but that's going to put them in a really bad spot. XPECIAL gets the grasp in from SMOOTHIE, and they just walk away from this so far.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of patterns in this game. C9 hoping the Team Dignitas will get caught in the jungle. Team Dignitas recognizing that's not what they want to do, so they're changing it up. There, SMOOTHIE kept them interested for long enough and allowed the Twitch Azir with double Mountain Drakes to just melt that Elder Dragon, and now Team Dignitas might think they're strong enough to force a fight where they have lost it previously.
So Dignitas need to force C9's hand now to make sure they can get to that wave. It's the fight or the wave. XPECIAL gets specialized from SMOOTHIE. He can get himself to safety with the great help. Ray is into the back line. KEANE takes the hit. Emperor's Divide doesn't push anybody around, but Ray could burn down, and the hook goes to CONTRACTZ. Chaser in so we can get the GA pop, and now C9 re-looking 2 control wards to make sure they have vision over the brush.
Waters are on the side, but JENSEN still has Shockwave. The fight has yet to have a casualty.
AD carries at full HP in perfect position on the back line for the fight so far, but neither have really been able to deliver the damage either, as it's just been too intense. Down to half HP, Baron looking for CONTRACTZ and Chaser. They're gonna be in on a CONTRACTZ. Chaser low down to the left side. They're also routing C9 to the top, so they'll have a way towards that mid lane. They don't have any minions though, so I wonder where they go from this. It looks like they may just decide to wait this one out and back it. C9's gonna try to push the wave down towards mid. That wave we were talking about in the bot lane is slamming the bottom turret.
Pretty crazy that C9 played that fight into a triple elemental Drake and didn't suffer casualties. No one really got picked off, and they even get the turret now. Everyone Dignitas is gone. They can't make it back in time.
Ring around the rosy for C9. Dignitas finds themselves on the other side of the play, the wrong side. And Cloud9 take down Baron.
XPECIAL has no QSS, so if you can lock down XPECIAL, he cannot devour LOD if he opens in the wrong spot. But LOD, because he's playing with no defenses, is so far back. Chaser got caught during a flank!
Oh, the Nether Grasp. And the 4 pylon onto Chaser.
Very questionable flank right there. Now they're in tons of trouble. That's probably game.
A solo kill coming in for JENSEN. That was the immediate dissonance into Shockwave. Ray goes back to just be a nuisance to the team. He is going to go down in this situation, but it gives Cloud9 time to play. It looks like they're going to be taking down the inhibitor on the bot side and the middle if they aren't just going to go for the Nexus turrets with the Baroned up minions now.
Yeah, LOD needs a way to clear these minions, maybe with spray and pray. He might not even need to focus on the fight, but he's going for a fight, gets exhausted.
SMOOTHIE's the first hit. He's hardly doing any damage. Lock it onto Command Protect, and LOD is finding himself basically hitting brick walls on the backside. The redemption goes down as the last bit of effort to save the members of Dignitas. And C9 is looking for the last Nexus turret.
15 seconds on Chaser, 20 on KEANE. How low can this Team Dignitas team get the C9 team? They want to be able to end.
Getting to the Nexus is almost too much pressure with these spawns, but they're trying to get the kills in now. LOD gets hit immediately. That's the shutdown. That's the attempt for Dignitas to stop the siege. And Cloud9 holds their breath in the early game to find the kills, find the fights, and the Baron to end game 1 over Dignitas.